Good afternoon, and it's a Sunday afternoon, almost Sunday evening I think. Now done both the forks, well, have you been following, done both the forks, wheel bearings, and I was just on the handlebars that I was going to fit, and they're no good, unfortunately. Where the top yoke bolts through here, it's stopping this coming up and round any more than it is, which doesn't make it much more upright than the standard bar, unfortunately. It brings it up a bit, but not enough to warrant the rerouting of cables and everything. So that was a waste of time. If the top yoke had been like mediocres, which bolts in through the back there, then no problem at all. But it's not, and unfortunately they're no good. Well, they'd be alright, but as I say, there's compromises to make and there's things to move. Little brackets to make because they won't go in the new bars like that, and yeah, it's just, for the difference it makes, it just ain't worth it. So either need another top yoke or a full handlebar conversion kit, which I don't know whether they do one for this era because of the metal framework on the nose cone. I'm sure when I did mediocre, when it still had all its fairings and everything, it didn't have this framework, and you could cut the fairing, the nose cone, some more to allow the instrument cluster, that ain't right, is it? Switch gear, that's the fella, and the brake reservoir to miss the nose cone. But I don't know whether you'll be able to on this one. So yes, waste of time and effort. I don't know about money. I don't know whether I'll advertise them and sell them or hang on to them for another project down the line, like so much other shit that I've bought. But yes, that's been several hours fighting with it to try and get it right, but I can bring it up a bit more than that, but then the brake, the clutch lever and the switch gear has to move out the way because of the body of the new clip-on here gets in the way of this, the adjuster for the clutch. So this all needs to move down, which is fine because the handlebar's long enough. Trouble is, this side, there's not enough play in the throttle cables to move this down, so I end up with that much bar sticking out the bottom, and I can't move all this up so it matches this, and I can't move all this down so it matches that on the length. So that was too much of a problem. Realistically, I'd have to extend the throttle cables ever so slightly, just get custom ones another 3 inches long or something. And as I say, for the difference the handlebar makes because this bolt's in the way, it just ain't worth it. So I ain't going to do it. I'm putting them back to the standards, and when I can be asked, I'll look into some other way of perhaps straightening the handlebars and giving my back a bit more of a breather. But till then, clip-ons are going back on. There you go, you are informed. The Bitum clip-ons, universal clip-ons, don't fit on your GSXR 03, your 03 plate GSXR 600 if it's got these bolts at the front. Well, they fit on, but they'll be like the standard clip-ons. So not worth the money, to be honest. Well, in my opinion, up to you. But yes, there you go. Failed miserably. But the bike can still be wonderful. Oh yes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again. Ta-ra.